Everyone, it is so good to see you. Welcome to KREM 2 News at noon. I'm Laura Papetti, and we do begin with some breaking news at this noon hour. We are hearing from Gonzaga women's basketball coach Lisa Fortier, who is sharing for the first time that she's being treated for breast cancer. Lisa says she was first diagnosed with stage 2 or 3 breast cancer toward the end of last season. The Gonzaga women, of course, made it to the NCAA tournament. After the season was done, Lisa says she turned to focus on her health and started receiving treatment. She had successful surgery, she says, in April, and says she is now feeling good. To watch the full statement from Coach Lisa Fortier, you can check in on KREM.com. Should mention that back in April, Fortier was named the 2024 Kathy Delaney Smith Coach of the Year. It goes to the most outstanding mid-major coach in the country. She's just had an exceptional, outstanding record. We're all, of course, very proud of her and the teams. So we are listening again from Coach Fortier about her diagnosis and treatment with breast cancer, and she has made a statement. We are working on getting that video posted right now on KREM.com. This is coming in new at noon. We have learned that the Chewelah School District closed its schools today following an unspecified threat at Jenkins Junior Senior High School. Details are pretty limited, but here is what we do know at this point. Students who were riding buses this morning were then sent back home. Now, the Kettle Falls School District, who was not a target of the threat, said that the threat was vague and was made on TikTok. Earlier today, Kettle Falls was under what is called a secure and teach, but it has since been lifted. The Stevens County Sheriff's Office is investigating, and we will certainly get you more information as that comes in this afternoon. All right, some sad news for summer weather lovers, or at least those hot weather lovers. Today may be the last day for a while for you to enjoy the warmer temperatures, and that's because we're certainly starting to see it cool down. Thomas Patrick, he is standing by outside with the very latest. And Thomas, just how cool is it going to get?
Yeah, for tomorrow, we might see some high temperatures just in the upper 60s. But that's tomorrow. Today, you still have just the most beautiful weather here. Not as hot as it was yesterday. Not nearly as hot as it was this past weekend. It is the absolute sweet spot for the summer season. But for the fall weather lovers, you're really looking forward towards tomorrow as those temperatures will cool off. It is 76 right now. I mean, if we say it's 76 and sunny outside, everybody's probably hollering at how amazing the weather is. And that's exactly what it is for today, as our temperatures will warm into the 80s for this afternoon. But the cloud coverage will just steadily increase. It's nothing but high-level cirrus clouds at the moment, and that's not going to be bothering us anytime soon. What will, though, is our next storm system. You see this swirling? Somebody described it as a bit menacing. It's got a lot more bark than bite. However, this is going to push some rain into our region by tomorrow morning, and eventually some cooler weather just by tomorrow. In fact, a drop of 10 to 15 degrees isn't out of the question. So today we go from 83 to tomorrow, might even be upper 60s for some. And we'll cover that part of the forecast and when rain chances will first arrive, all coming up in a few minutes.
Tonight, Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump will be facing off in their first debate. And you can watch it, by the way, right here on KREM 2. That's at 6 o'clock this evening. Of course, this is a pivotal moment in the campaign for both candidates, with the polling margins between the two very small.
I think he's going to lie. There's no floor for him in terms of how low he will go. And we should be prepared for that.
If I destroy her in the debate, they'll say, Trump suffered a humiliating defeat tonight, no matter what.
So here are some of the parameters around the debate. There will be no live audience in the room during the debate, and the two are not allowed to have props or any pre-written notes on stage. However, they will get a pen and a notepad. The candidates' microphones will be muted when the other person is talking, with only the moderators allowed to ask questions. All right, not the only debate going on as well. Right after the presidential debate, KREM 2 will take part in a debate between Washington gubernatorial candidates Bob Ferguson and Dave Reichert. Our station King 5 in Seattle is hosting that debate, and our very own Mark Hanrahan, he will be one of the media members asking candidates questions. You can watch the gubernatorial debate right here on KREM 2. Again, that is beginning at 8 o'clock tonight, and that will be followed by a special edition of KREM 2 News at 9 p.m. All right, It is 12:05 right now, and it's time to talk a little bit about the fair. The excitement of the fair can be a little too much for some people to handle. It can be overwhelming, and that's why the fair is offering what's called a sensory day. It'll take place today and means carnival rides and games won't have any bright lights or sounds. The fair will still offer all the craft making and sports mascot meet and greets you'd expect from a day at the fair. The fair will also have a quiet zone in the plaza courtyard. That's between 11, so it's already begun, and 5 o'clock tonight. And that's where you can unwind and relax and enjoy the fair at your own speed, whatever speed is needed. Okay, and tomorrow is also Heroes Day at the fair, and that means active military, veterans, first responders, and hospital staff get into the fair for free all day. Just make sure to bring your work badge or valid military ID. We love that. And today, the concert series of the Spokane County Interstate Fair begins. The next 3 nights will be filled with musical performances. KREM 2's Brandon T. Jones was at the fairgrounds and got a chance to speak with one of the artists.
Yeah, well, the first concert kicks off tonight here at the Spokane County Interstate Fair, and this is just going to be the first night of 3 nights of musical performances, so it's an exciting opportunity. Tonight, things kick off with Clay Walker and Eddie Montgomery. If you take a look at your screen right here, these will be the 3 different artists performing over the next 3 nights. So it's a lot of excitement here, and I got a chance to speak with the night 2 performer. His name is Ian Munsick. He was born and raised in Wyoming, and this will be Munsick's first time performing in Spokane, and he tells me he's pumped up for this experience. Named as an artist to watch by CMT, Munsick isn't new to this. He's true to this. His family, music runs in their veins. He's been doing music for 20 years of his life, and I asked him what he knows about Spokane and what it means to be performing at this year's fair.
My parents would buy the Cougar cheese tins for our house.
Yeah.
And man, that's the best cheese in the world, bro. So that's the only really experience I have with Washington. You know, when I go on stage, I truly feel like that's where God wants me to be. So man, I just always have a good time on stage, man. Even if there's only 20 people out in the crowd, or if there's the 20,000.
So Munsick will perform on Wednesday night, and closing things out on Thursday will be rap/pop artist Flo Rida. I know a lot of people excited for that as well. And for all of the concerts, tickets range from about $40 to $75. It was awesome speaking with Ian. He was a great guy. I even got a new song of his. It's called Long Haul that I have had stuck inside of my head. So sure to be a great performance here tomorrow. But for now, reporting here at the fairgrounds, Brandon T. Jones, KREM 2 News.
And if you're heading down to the Spokane County Interstate Fair tomorrow on Wednesday, be sure to stop by the KREM 2 booth and to say hi to everyone. Whitney Ward, Mark Hanrahan, and Jeremy Legoo will be at the fair again. That's tomorrow from 2 until 6 o'clock in the evening. And you can find them at what we call KREM Alley.